Chris Tucker, the only celebrity who stood by Michael Jackson and got rich. Chris Tucker isn't just funny, he's loyal too. Beyond the laughs and the charm he brings to the screen, Tucker built genuine friendships, including one with none other than Michael Jackson. Yes, the king of pop and the king of comedy formed an unlikely, yet real bond. A friendship marked by unexpected phone calls, surprise appearances, and private moments far from the spotlight. But did that friendship bring him money? Or did the money bring him friends? Early life, from Atlanta to the world. Chris Tucker was born on August 31st, 1971, in Atlanta, Georgia, specifically in Decatur. He's the youngest of 6 siblings, and from early on, he stood out as the most talkative, energetic, and funny one in the house. His father, Norris Tucker, worked as a city sanitation worker in Atlanta, a hard and honest job. His mother, Mary Louise Tucker, was a homemaker, holding down the household full of loud, wild kids. From a young age, Chris would mimic teachers, church members, neighbors, and yes, even celebrities. One of his favorite impressions? A certain pop icon who would become a close friend later in life, Michael Jackson. Chris got his start performing in comedy clubs in Atlanta, and then moved to Los Angeles in the early 90s to chase his dream. It worked. He gained national attention through Def Comedy Jam on HBO, and that launched his movie career. Loyalty to Michael Jackson, a rare and true friendship. Here's something most people don't know. Chris Tucker was one of Michael Jackson's closest real-life friends, especially when everyone else turned their backs. He appeared in the music video for You Rock My World, 2001, alongside Michael and Marlon Brando. They bonded deeply, a real friendship, not business. And here's the moment that proves it. In 2005, when Michael Jackson faced serious accusations and legal trial, Chris Tucker stood by him and testified in court. He told the truth. He had never seen any inappropriate behavior, and that Michael was kind, innocent, and misunderstood. While Hollywood kept quiet, Chris showed up, brave, loyal, and without fear of judgment. Would you stand up for a friend when the world's against them? Chris did that for Michael. It wasn't clout chasing. It was pure love and loyalty. And that tells you a lot about Chris Tucker's character. Looks like being loyal really helped his career take off. And that was even before he met Michael Jackson. But of course, once he became close with MJ and stayed loyal to him too, things just kept going up. Let's take a look. Stand-up comedy career. Chris Tucker built his name in stand-up comedy, known for his rapid-fire delivery, wild voices, and non-stop energy. Although he hasn't released any official comedy albums with public sales figures, his live shows still sell out theaters and arenas. He reportedly earns around $50,000 per show, depending on the venue and event. Tucker still performs today, making appearances and occasional tours.
Nothing but pain, stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame.
Films, salaries, and box office earnings. Where Chris Tucker really struck gold was in Hollywood, and he got paid big. Rush Hour, 1998. Salary, $3 million. Worldwide box office, $244 million. Rush Hour 2, 2001. $20 million. Worldwide box office, $347 million. Rush Hour 3, 2007. Salary, $25 million plus box office percentage. Worldwide box office, $258 million. Yes, Chris Tucker became the highest paid actor in the world at one point thanks to Rush Hour 3. Other notable films. Friday, 1995, as the legendary Smokey. Money Talks, 1997. Grossed $48.4 million. The Fifth Element, 1997. Silver Linings Playbook, 2012. Air 2023. Net worth, IRS debt, and financial struggles. Despite the millions, Chris Tucker faced major financial troubles. IRS debt, owed over $11 million in back taxes across the 2000s. Lost properties. A mansion in Florida worth around $6 million was lost to foreclosure. Property taxes on one of his homes hit $45,000 per year.
We were buying our first house in LA, and we're coming in this neighborhood, and I didn't know that Chris lived in the neighborhood. So I'm like in the house, and Chris comes by, and all he says from outside is, "Pay your taxes, man." I go, "What?" "Yeah, man, just pay your taxes, man. I'm just telling you, pay your taxes." And he left.
Today, his net worth is estimated at around $5 million to $6 million, still wealthy, but a big drop from the $60 million plus he once had. Some believe that the setbacks and struggles he faced weren't just bad luck. They were part of a bigger conspiracy to take down Michael Jackson. And because Chris stood by his side, he didn't just lose opportunities, he became a target too. What can we learn from Chris Tucker's journey? Chris Tucker has lived both sides of fame. He was once the highest paid actor on earth, then faced IRS debt, lost property, and financial hardship. But what he never lost: his heart, his talent, and his loyalty. Today, he still performs, still inspires, and has millions of fans who'd love to see him in Rush Hour 4 or another big project. Chris Tucker isn't just funny, he's loyal too. Beyond the laughs and the charm he brings to the screen, Tucker built genuine friendships, including one with none other than Michael Jackson. To this day, Chris smiles when he remembers the times they disguised themselves as regular people just to hang out in public without causing a fan frenzy. Do you think Chris Tucker can make a big comeback? Does he deserve another run at the top? Hit the like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, and stick around for more real stories like this.